welcome everybody. Welcome to part 2 of my 2023 predictions. My name is Chrissy and today I will be talking about things that are coming in the near future for next year. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe, hit the like buttons guys, and don't forget to comment down below. I will close my eyes and we'll just see what comes up for 2023. I have done one video, but this is a continuation of that video. It's a beautiful spring day here down under, so I thought I'd come outside. Dogs have got a bone, so they're happy. You'll hear a bit of crunching in the background, and we'll see what comes up. I'm getting America. I'm getting that America's holding its own on the world stage. I feel like you're going to have changes. I do. In 2023, I feel like there's going to be big changes. I just don't see Biden having that longevity. I just don't. There's going to be real disruptions in his path moving forward. It's not going to roll out as he thinks it's going to roll out. I'm getting that. So there could be a lot of movement. And this could even be the Hunter Biden scandal. That could be really highlighted, and there could be a lot of focusing on this as well, which will end up, of course, coming back on Biden. I am getting that I just don't see his having that longevity. It's just not going to happen. I'm getting America's back on the global stage. You guys are going to be back on the global stage. And it's not because of Biden. So I am feeling that there's a change happening there. I feel like Biden's sort of going to be ousted. I do feel like that. We know the cognitive decline is really major, but I feel like it has to be addressed. Coming into 2023, I feel like they're going to have to address it because they can't keep ignoring it. It's just getting crazy, isn't it? So I'm getting that there's going to be changes in America moving forward. Ooh, I'm getting a little bit around these global elites might have to be testifying in court. I feel like there's going to be a lot of reflection for them. We know they've pushed really hard to get control of the little people this year and the past couple of years, but I am getting that a lot of them are going to be held accountable for the things moving forward. And this is what I keep saying to you guys out there, is that we know that all these injuries and the mandates and the things that have gone on have created people to come together in these large movements of people that are going to tell their truths. And I'm getting that for 2023. There's going to be a lot more of this truth coming out, and a lot more of these global elites and leaders are going to be held accountable. I'm not saying much is going to happen to them because we know it never does, because they always seem to be protected, but I am getting that they're going to have to answer some seriously hard questions, probably within their own government, but I am getting that they're going to have to answer some tough questions because they'll be held accountable. I'll see what else I get around this. Hang on a minute. I'm definitely getting Trudeau. Oh, fingers crossed it is Trudeau. Oh, I know you guys in Canada would love that. I'm getting Trudeau. I'm getting Jacinda Ardern. So I'm getting New Zealand. I'm getting Melbourne, the most locked down city in the world. Dan Andrews. They all go to the vote actually tomorrow, Saturday. It's Friday here. They all go to the vote tomorrow. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with the Victorian election, which, as most of us know here, I know Catherine, you're onto it, they do seem a little rigged. They have this way of setting everything up so it ends up all falling towards Dan Andrews winning again. So we know he's going to win pretty much before it's even happened. That's what I'm getting. So Victoria, hang on a second. Yeah, I'm just getting that. Melbourne, Dan Andrews, he's up with the social elites now. He loves the power, he loves the money, he loves the control. I'm getting that into 2023. So I've got the feeling he might be around for a little while. He's not a person who likes to take a back seat at all. God, he's so corrupt. It's so frustrating, guys. Just watching it all the time, his corruption, he just gets away with absolutely everything. I'll see what else we get today. God, I'm getting Japan. We don't get Japan very often on here. I'm getting that Japan's rising up to the challenge. So they're rising up to claim their stake sort of thing in the global economy, I would say. Japan's got a lot of commodities. We talk about that a lot here, and things to offer. I feel like Japan is going to become significant on a very global scale to a lot of industries. I'm not sure what that means. It could be around the electric cars. They could make something. It's not the microchips and things like that. It could be something different. It might be, I don't know if it's the batteries, but I am getting Japan's going to have something that's a very useful commodity moving forward. This is in 2023, and they're going to be very pivotal to the things that are rolling out. So Japan's going to be very well recognised with the social elites, but yeah, they're going to play a very important role. That's Japan. They're like the quiet achievers, Japan, aren't they? They sort of do their little thing and then they just pop up every now and again. They certainly don't run like China does. We know that. That's for sure. Let's see where else we go today. I'm getting Taiwan, and we know that China's been threatening Taiwan for quite a while now, but I do feel like Taiwan's very prepared. They're very prepared to hold China off. We know that they've been preparing their military, and they've always had that threat of China, but I do feel like Taiwan is kind of mentally ready to face anything with China. This isn't about, I keep saying I don't think China is about a war. This is about mind games, but the people in Taiwan are very strong in the mind. So I feel like their energy is what's going to push back China. It's like China's going to hit this wall when it comes to Taiwan. I don't see China stepping on them. I just don't. I don't get that. I just get China hitting a wall. These people in Taiwan are very strong, and they have very good energy, power and strength that can push back against China. It's that repelling energy. It's like when you put two batteries the same way round. Is it magnets? Magnets, they repel. That's what I'm getting for Taiwan and China. As much as China would love to just come over the top and swallow up Taiwan, it's not going to happen. I'm not seeing that happening at all. Taiwan's very strong, and we know that they have the microchips for the cars and all the vehicles, so they have a lot of power and strength against China. It's interesting, isn't it? It's very interesting. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out, but I don't see any great fighting happening. It's more an energy fight at them, and this kind of thing where they're both repelling each other. Let's see where else we go. I'm getting that Russia-Ukraine will continue. It won't be as volatile, but there'll still be this hatred and anger that they both have towards each other. I am seeing that. It's sort of saying like the damage is already done there. The damage is already done. I mean, what more can you do, really? It looks a bit of a schmozzle, Ukraine, doesn't it? So I am getting that that's gonna, it's kind of gonna, I guess for 2023, what I'm getting there, it's gonna all peter out. Like it's still gonna kind of continue, but it's petering out in 2023. So then they won't be able to blame the Russian-Ukraine war for everything, or they can just get back to blaming climate change for everything then, can't they? Oh, God. All right, let's see where else we go. God, they're showing me Australia. They're showing me Elbow, and he's got his number in the queue. It's like, you know what it's like? They're showing me all these leaders. We've got Trudeau, Macron, Jacinda, God, a whole lot. Name them all. And Sushi, not to forget. They're all queued up and they're getting their number from Klaus. It's like they're getting their number, and I don't mean literally getting it from Klaus, but he's the one sort of handing out the numbers, or his little helpers. The Santa Claus helpers, like the little elves, would be handing out these numbers. So they're getting allocated. I feel like with the reset, they're getting allocated what they can implement, because as I keep saying to you, when they did the big red carpet rollout, they all brought everything in at the same time, and it woke people up because people started seeing that was happening over there, this was happening over there. Have you noticed that they've hit the Netherlands farmers, for example, this is an example, and the New Zealand farmers around the same time, a little bit after each other, but they haven't come and hit all the Aussie farmers, and they haven't hit everybody because they're doing different things. See, in Australia, they're really pushing the renewable thing. In, is it Sweden, Switzerland, a lot of these areas, they're pushing the renewables. In England and London, they're really pushing the cost of living and the shortage of electricity, and they're sort of hitting you with the economic crisis, housing's going up. Different things are happening all over the place. So this is why I'm getting that line up. They're getting their number. So here, they're showing me like elbows taking like number 10. And number 10 might be, okay, you've got to break the people down. So you go and hit with the interest rate rises, really stuff up the housing market. Like, this is kind of what they're getting. For Jacinda, it was probably the farmers. Hit the farmers hard. So they're getting different numbers. So these leaders queue up, given their number, and they go away and they focus on that. And then when they regroup again, it's like they throw all the numbers back in the hat and then they pull them out again. So they go and focus on different things to do with the reset at different times. And as we know, there's a lot more to the reset that's coming out, unfortunately, but that's true, which isn't good. So at the moment, they're saying there's probably 15 things that they're working on. You know, like I said, Elbow's got 10, Jacinda might have number 8, Trudeau might have number 12. So they're working on different things, and I'm just numbering them, but these are probably headings for different things on what to really hit the people hard with and what to focus on in order to bring them down. So I'm getting that at the moment. Probably pretty much every country, not at the moment, sorry, well yeah, at the moment, but this is into 2023. There's going to be a lot of number swapping again. There's going to be a lot of global meetings. There's going to be a lot of getting together. And they never seem to do it on Zoom, do they? Which we always question a lot. But there is going to be a huge amount of global meetings moving forward into 2023. And it's going to become, well, it's already obvious to us, but this is why I keep saying all these people are waking up in this chaotic energy, because then they're going to get hit with something else. See, people, like for example, in Australia here, people who are the sleepwalkers might just think, wow, interest rates are really going up on the houses, and why are the banks all closing down? See, they might only see a couple of things. They don't see the enormity of what we see, which is everything else that's going to be coming at them very soon. So that's what we're kind of getting. So there's going to be a lot of global meetings moving forward into next year, 2023, where, and then they're going to bring out more numbers of things. There's going to be more and more numbers like this, you know. Then the next stage they might bring it up to, like, say, up to number 30 or number 45. This reset could go for a long time, just to warn all you guys out there. But these are the areas I talk about. There's things around the one religion. A lot of us talk about that, the reset religion. There's going to be, everything's like a reset of everything. It's not just a reset of the economy and a reset of electricity and all this and climate change reset. There's resets of everything. So pretty much anything we can think of is going to be starting to come out in 2023 into 2024. The schooling systems are going to be changing. I've already told you that. We know they're indoctrinating kids with things. They have been for a long time. There's so many different areas. I mention them to you as I get them through. I'll see if there's any other things that maybe we could pick up on in 2023. Hang on a minute. I'll see if I can figure out any more numbers of the reset that might be coming. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, definitely. Global travel, something that they're trying to squash. We know that they are, and they're always using the emissions and all that to try and stop people moving around, and they're causing chaos. They're causing chaos here at the airports now because all the airline staff here, it's November 25th today, they're coming into Christmas. They're actually going to cause absolute chaos by striking. It just goes on and on and on. So I'm getting that this is the stuff that's kind of happening now. There's just too much that's just coming at people. So I'm getting that. yeah, it's just crazy into 2023. Striking's going to continue to happen. That's kind of what the point I'm getting at is these things are going to keep happening into 2023. And we're going to see strikes in different areas. We've talked here about postal strikes. We've talked about the garbage truck strikes. But there's going to be other strikes. It's not just teachers, nurses. You think of the whole... Oh, and I keep saying to you guys, there's a lot of people that work in renewable industries that are engineers. I live here in the Snowy Mountains. We have big Snowy Mountain schemes that provide electricity. There's people that work across the board in a lot of these industries that might start to fight back and strike and stand up against the lies and the deception. See, the lies and everything haven't just been around the pickies and the jab wheel. There's been so many lies and they're still continuing to lie. So I am getting that into 2023. We're going to get a lot of striking back still. A lot of strikes, protests, because the frustration's still going to build in people. And as much as these sleepwalkers, because they're not seeing things, they're going through their journey, but they're only waking up to the bits and pieces. They're not seeing the whole picture, as none of us can see the whole picture. It's only probably Santa Claus who has a whole vision of the whole book, because we've only thus far seen pretty much the first storybook, and there's probably a series of these. God, there could be up to 7, it's saying. Oh my God, could you imagine? We'll be doing this for a long time, guys. Oh my God. Oh my God. So that's what I'm getting. This could go for quite a while. Let's see what else we get for next year. This is for us. This is for you guys watching my channel, or anyone who's awake and seeing all these things. We have to keep up our courage. It's very important that we keep our courage up, we keep our strength up, we keep united. We stay very united here on my channel, and there's a lot of other groups of, I always talk about the doctors and different people who are speaking out against the things that have happened to him, the people who have been vaccine injured, the mandates. There's all these little subgroups. We've all got to keep our courage up and stay connected, because it's a vibration that we send out. It gives us strength because it keeps things away from us, and it stops people from coming in and hurting us and sort of attacking us as well. So I'm getting that courage is very important. Into next year, I'm getting the shield and the sword again. We've always got to be like on the ready to sort of charge forward. Not that we will have to, but it's still important. You know, I often talk about people just having a sword. You're not really protecting yourself if you've just got a sword. You need your shield up, because that's how you can fend a lot of things off. It's like that Batfink analogy I often talk about, where he holds his wings up, which are like a shield of steel. That's a little cartoon from like the 80s, I think it was. Batfink, look it up if you don't know what it is. But he could protect himself, really, is what the word I'm looking for. So that's what we've got to keep doing. We've got to keep our courage up, and we've also got to still keep protecting ourselves into 2023, because there's going to be a lot happening, a lot of chaos, a lot more reset. Oh, God. I got that song the other day. Was it by John Fogerty? I think it was Creedence Clearwater Revival. You guys, thank you for that. You guys always help me out with the music. And it was about running through the jungle, and it was actually pretty much a film clip about the Vietnamese War and running through the jungle. And that's kind of the music and the word I'm getting for us now. We're going to be running through the jungle. And if you think about any of those videos of war or whatever, they're always in their camouflage. They always got their camouflage hat on. And this is what they're saying to me. The brave hearts are now going to have to go into camouflage. We're probably going to have to take temporarily our Braveheart biker jackets off, hang them up for a little bit next year, and put on our camouflage gear, which means like the camouflage, so we blend into the jungle, so people don't notice it. So we blend in with nature. So we'll have our like jungle makeup on, our green and brown makeup. We'll have our hats on. We'll have our matching pants to tops to jungle camouflage. That's what I'm getting for us next year. We have to blend in, keep blending in. That's the message that I'm getting for all you freedom fighters, Braveheart bikers, we have to just blend in with our environment now, and it's that way we can slip under the radar because we go unnoticed. We don't want to be drawing attention to ourselves next year. That's very important, because there's going to be a lot happening, just to prepare you guys for that. So slip on your camouflage gear and and hide in the jungle, basically, which a lot of us do anyway. We hide in our terrabella, our gardens and things like that. So I'm getting that for next year. Just keep everything low key and just stay low, living our simple lives. Most of us do anyway. I'll see if there's anything else to for next 2023. Gosh, I'm getting Britain, London, Great Britain, and this would be all surrounding areas, really, in the UK and all that. You're going to become very big. You're going to become very big. You're very united. You're going to become bigger in 2023. People are going to be looking at you guys. See, the thing is, Canada was very big for a while, not for the right reasons, but now I feel like people are going to be really looking at England, Britain, London, and it's for different reasons. It's not for the royals, and it's not all this sort of garbage and all the dramas that Meghan and Harry and all this silly Prince Andrew and all this garbage. They're going to be looking at you politically, because whatever you guys are going to be doing moving forward into 2023 is going to make you a much stronger sort of nation. There's more coming together. There's more uniting of the countries. I feel, there's something going on, isn't there, with Scotland and all that? I don't quite understand what's happening over there. I don't understand the Brexit and all that either, but I am getting, there's a lot more coming together of people, which is making you bigger. It's making everything bigger and hopefully better, but I am thinking politically you're becoming bigger. Like I said, the royals thing's going to get the guides are saying flush down the toilet, but they're not really meaning that. They're just meaning it's going to be not as important to people, is probably what I'm getting. I'll see if there's anything else today. I'm getting New Zealand. In 2023, New Zealand's going backwards. Financially, they're going to be going backwards. Sorry, guys, it doesn't sound great, does it? But you're not alone. Everybody's pretty much going through the same thing. She's doing other things over there. See, everyone's got different things that they're doing, like I said in the beginning with the numbers. They've all been assigned different things. So you think about if she's taking farmers down, that's going to pretty much affect the food industries and these kind of things. So yeah, I'm definitely getting that she's really taking that country backwards at the moment, leading into 2023. It doesn't mean it's going to stay like that. It just means that's where it's heading at the moment, crossing over from 2022 into 2023. The financial debt and all that's going to be really growing in New Zealand, because we know they want to break everything down to build it back up. It's the same old thing. But stay strong over there in New Zealand. You guys are fighters and you're warriors. That's what I always say to you. I'll see if there's something else to close with today. God, they always start flashing all these songs in front of me. Wait. God. Oh. They're giving me that movie, Back to the Future. They're giving me the movie Back to the Future. And it's almost like for us, it's like we're getting in that car. What's that car called? The DeLorean? Oh, DeLorean? Oh, what's that car called in Back to the Future? It's like we're hopping in that car and we're going into the future. Back to the future. So it's like we're going back, but we're going forward. This is really weird, isn't it? But this is for us, anyone watching my channel. There's a special walk that I often do, sometimes called a paradox walk, where you close your eyes and you imagine yourself going backwards, but you actually walk forwards, and then you can actually close your eyes and pretend you're walking backwards, but you think you're going forward. It's a really strange thing. It's called a paradox walk. But that's what I'm getting for us. It's like we're going backwards and yet we're going forwards. Like, this is the weird thing, and what the guides are saying to me is our lives, it feels like we're going backwards, but we're actually moving forwards. It's strange, isn't it? Everything's going backwards financially, all these things, climate change crap, all the agendas, but as people who are awake and who see this stuff, it feels like we're still moving forward and our life's getting better and better and better. And I think you could all agree with that. Let me know down below if you guys feel like you're making a clearer path and you're finding more joy in life, because I really believe that we are. So it's that we're getting in that DeLorean car. I can't remember the name of it, out of Back to the Future with Michael J. Fox, the one that's got the Parkinson's now. You know the movie that I mean. It was such a great show. I'm getting that. We've hopped in the DeLorean car and we're going backwards to go into the future. We're going back to the future. That's so weird, isn't it? I'll see if there's something else to close with. Hang on a sec. I'm getting this beautiful song. It's a song I really love by Barbra Streisand and Barry Gibb. It's called Guilty. And the words are, we've got nothing to be guilty of, our love. So what they're basically saying to us is, into 2023, we've got nothing to be guilty about. The fact we didn't get jabbed, the fact that we've stayed on our own path and done our own things, there's nothing to feel guilty about that. And we can just keep moving forward and striving forward. Look, we get so many messages in music here. If you're new here, just bear with me, go and play some of these songs, because sometimes we just get feelings or it emotes things inside of us. So I'm getting that We've Got Nothing to Be Guilty Of by Barry Gibb and Barbra Streisand. Oh, such a magical song. Let's go play that today. And that's my second part of 2023. I'm going to leave you with that today. Keep up the courage, get your camouflage gear on, and we're going to go back to the future. What does that mean? Oh no. All right, I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. Have a wonderful weekend, wonderful day everyone, and a good 2023. Stay strong. Okay, I'll say goodbye. Bye everybody.